Najua imekuwa wakati mrefu, sikukuu umeitandika vile inafaa. Now it's time to kuruka mwaka mpya nitagoje. Yeah, usher in a new year 2021. Najua most of you mko na resolutions kibao. That happens where you reflect. Unafikiria manze, I need to change something. I need to do something different. Because of that, kuna kitu I decided I'll do in the new year, that I'll start teaching Joy zile vitu amekuwa kinibeg for the longest time nimfunze kufanya. And one of the things Joy has been asking me to teach her is playing chess. You know, yeah, she wants to learn playing so many games. Ananionaga nikicheza kwa simu, saa zingine kwa computer online. So akaniambia, hey, I wish to know how to play, ndio tuko tukicheza. Nikasema, you know what, I'll teach her. That's my new year resolutions. Zile vitu zenye nimekuwa nikipush away, I'm gonna teach her. So I got this one. It's a new chess, hata ijafunguliwa, got it from the supermarket. Nikasema tutaenda tuifungue na yeye tucheze. But before that I got an idea, an epiphany. An idea came to mind that how many of you, let me ask you a question, how many of you know how to play chess? Najua wengi wenu mnaelewa, and I'm sure you have heard so many things about chess. We even use it as a metaphor. Tukisema life is like a box of chess, and actually this gave me an idea, and I decided to do this talk as I unpack, or I open this package of chess. So allow me to open it, and then sasa tuingie kwenye magumzo. In the meantime, you can type hapo chini. You tell me what are your new year's resolution for 2021. Najua 2020 imetutandika, but you know what, at least we are alive. We have been given another chance to do things all over. I hope to learn kitu 2020. Hata hiyo unaweza sema what you learned in your year 2020 and your new year resolution. Right, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Unaweza subscribe, share. You know what? Okay, so nimefungua. Sitaki kupiga kelele sana. Sitaki kurarua pia. There you go. It has sets of rules. Hapo hivi acha tuone katika hapo, and it's nice. Nice board. Oh, imekata kutoka. I don't want to use force. Nisija nikaharibu. Oh, nice. Look at the board. It's a nice wooden finish. Very nice. And these are the pieces of the players, right? And two sets. So I'm gonna pick one, and I'm gonna show you how you arrange. The first set we call the pawns. They go the foremost. Wanakaa hapa mbele. Those are the pawns. These are the guys that you sacrifice. And they only move one step initially. When you're playing, you move it one step or two steps when you're starting, and then thereafter you only move only once. But when you're taking out your opponent, they move diagonally, right? So if my opponent was here, I hope you can see. If my opponent was here and my pawn was here, I can move diagonally. Otherwise, we just move one step each, right? But the first round, you can move two steps. Those are the guys that you sacrifice. These are the guys that go first, right? And I'm gonna tell you what is the purpose of this video shortly, right? And then you have the rook. Okay, this one goes at the far end corners here. Right, now this one, it can move any step, like it's not limited by step. You can move anyhow you want, as long as you're moving in a straight line, either vertically or horizontally. That's the rook. And then you have the knight. The knight follows the rook. Now this one moves in a very strange manner. You move 3 steps, either vertically or horizontally, and then you move two step, or maybe 2 step and then 3 step. So you move in an L shape, like that, like this comes here, or you move like this. I hope you can see from my video, but this video is not to teach you how to play chess, but it's to give you an insight I have about life in comparison to the chess. Now this one is called the bishop, follows there, and the bishop, just like the rook, it is not limited to the amount of steps you can move. However, it only moves in diagonal manner, and unlike the rook, which moves horizontally. Right, and then you have the queen, and finally we have the king. All right, so if you're playing on black, the queen goes on black, and then the king follows. Now this one, the white players, I'm not gonna, okay, this is how, I hope you can see, this is how you arrange. This is how you arrange a chess table, and then the opponent does the same on the other side. I'll just take one pair. I'll just take the queen, right? So the queen moves in all direction, and as many steps as she likes. She's not limited. She's the most powerful, right? And since it's on the white side, she goes on the right side. And then the king moves in any direction, but only single step, right? The purpose of the game is to protect the king, right? It's like a battlefield. The pawns go first, they're like the foot soldiers, and then the powerful guys stay at the back protecting. The king stays next to the queen to protect him, right? Let's forget about now the game of chess and look at life in general. In life, we have our kings. It could be anything. It could be yourself. It could be your career. It could be your family. It could be your goals. It could be your sanity. You know, sometimes we never look at that. Although our sanity comes in under self, right? The goal of life is to protect the king. No matter what it takes, you protect the king. You're protecting your king from your opponent. Your opponent is not the person next to you. Si ule mtu ako hapo kando yako. Sometimes you get that wrong. That's why we have some competition ambazo hazina kwenye zinaenda, some unhealthy competition. The person next to you is supposed to be, you know, they're supposed to be people you interact with in day-to-day life, mnasaidiana. Because in life, one thing I've come to realize, you can never get anywhere without the people. Hata nyinyi, kama si nyinyi, hakungekuwa na join. The 11,000 people, followers, subscribers we have on YouTube. Wote ni watu, it's you. You are who make us to be. The 41,000 followers on TikTok ni nyinyi. The 2,700 followers on Instagram ni nyinyi, right? So you need the people. So your opponent or your enemy is not the people, okay? And it's good to get that. Your opponent ni vitu kama selfishness, procrastination, vitu so many things, jealousness, hatred, vitu kama. Those are the things that you need to protect from your king, wherever you see it as. I want you to broaden your mind and think, who is your king? Who do you need to protect? In life, I was told there are 4 elements. Right? There is yourself. You need to be selfish, but the selfish good. You need to look at yourself. And then there is the spiritual you. Okay, how you relate to the higher being or whatever you believe in. Right? We all have that spiritual aspect in us. And then there's the social, where you need to interact with people. Like I said, you cannot exist without the people. And then there's the work, there's the professional you. All these things, they take 25%, equal shares of your life, 25%. Saa zingine unasikia mtu anakuambia don't invest in your career so much, at the end of the day utatoka kazi. You know, that's a very bad mentality. That's the mentality that has killed our economy as Kenyans. That's the mentality that has killed many big companies. Because why? Pale kwa kazi, and I'm sure you have experienced this. You are working with someone na inakanika mnapishana. It's like you are competing. You're not competing. You're supposed to be complementing each other. If you're working under the same organization, you are working to the same goal, to a common goal. But ukisema, okay, mimi, I don't, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna give 100% in this. At the end of the day, mtu anakuambia, oh, ukifutwa kazi, you'll be replaced, or ukitoka hapo hivi, if you die, you'll be replaced. But I want you to think it in a broad way. You see, I want you to change your mentality from, for me to win, someone else must lose. And to change it to, for me to win, someone else must win as well. It's called a win-win mentality. Wacha nitoke hapa kwa chest kidogo. It's called a win-win mentality. Okay? Take it for example. There's a company that you're working for, right? And maybe you steal from it. And stealing from it does not mean uibe pesa. You can steal your time from it, such that it is underperforming. It is not performing to its potential. Because at the end of the day, that company is you people, right? Your company itafanya vibaya. It may not go down, but itafanya vibaya. Na ikifanya vibaya, who is gonna suffer at the end? Okay, you're not gonna get a promotion because there will not be growth. Now, if what comes to us, your company yanguke, unaweza kuwa umejipanga na unasema, you know what, nitaanzisha kampuni yangu huko nje, nimejipanga nini, but you're not thinking about your kids. Those kids you are working so hard to educate, wakimaliza masomo, the kids you have taken to US and UK to study in the universities. Of course, wakiandika huko hivyo hataandika kazi mzuri, and you know how the places are huko nje. Wakirudi hapa Kenya, you know, watapata, which companies will they find tukimaliza zote? So like I believe we need to give as much energy as even the Bible says. Even the Bible says, when you're doing something, do it as if you're doing to God. The reason is, hii mentality ya Kenya hiyo ndio inafanya so many things are going bad. And you may think ati, oh, mimi nitaanzisha kampuni kianguka, nitaanzisha kampuni yangu na nini. But who are gonna buy your product if you start your own company? It is the people. You need the people. Na umeangusha kampuni nyingine, watu wameenda home. That means watu hana pesa kwa mifuko. Who is gonna buy your product? If you think you're gonna leave your company and go start another company, eka bidii kwa hiyo kampuni, make sure it's growing and bigger, so that when you go out and start your own company, wale wenye uliacha huko hivi, more people have been employed, they can now come and buy your product. But ukiwa ile, who's gonna buy your product? Anyway, wacha tutoke hapo turudi hapo hivi. So I was talking about the 4 elements. You need to give 25%. You need to have a spiritual level. You must believe in something. And most people wanasemaga, oh, I'm not religious. Si lazima kuwa religious, but be spiritual. Believe in something. The reason why I have come to realize in life is that you need hope. Without hope, you cannot live. And hope does not come from anything. It comes from believing and believing in something. Sometimes unajua saa zingine tunasemaga maombi, when you pray, prayer do work. But actually the biggest work of a prayer is to give you hope and to make you persevere, because in the end things do get better. That one I can tell you for free. Whether you pray or not, things will get better, but you need strength to get there until things get better, and that strength comes from hope. Another thing is the people. I've talked enough about the people, and then I have spoken about family. You need your family. If you're not in good relationship with the family, please make sure you are make sure najua kuna watu wanakuwa wagumu. The people who are difficult to deal with, but it's good to make amends with and make peace with the people, kwa sababu no matter what, when things get bad, it's your people. At the end of the day, watu wengi, hata ukifariki ni watu wengi watakuzika. Marafiki na other people watachanga tu pesa, but you know what, at the end of the day, it's your people who are gonna burn you. And then yourself, never forget about yourself. Even if you're giving, okay, you need to be selfish, but selfish good, si ile mbaya, si ile ya kujitakia kila kitu, but you need to look after yourself and your sanity. All those things, the things I've mentioned, those are your kings you need to protect. Now, in this mission, this is a game of strategy. You may decide to sacrifice these people. You may decide to sacrifice these people. Whatever way you think is good to protect your king, well, go ahead and do it. But I would advise you always be thinking ahead, because that's what this game is all about. Hii game si kukula na kutoa piece. You know, someone can finish you when they only have 2 pieces na uko na hizi zote. It all comes down to strategy, right? And I believe, I think that's something you should embrace as we're going into 2021. Having a strategy, having a long term and a short term, right? You may sacrifice a few things, the pawns. You may sacrifice a few friends, right? Those friends who only derail you, those friends who are there because they're getting something in return, those friends who are not helping you achieve anything or move forward, you may want to sacrifice them, right? Tumesema that these are people who are helping you protect your king, the 4 elements I've mentioned. But it's always good to evaluate day in, day out. Some friends are there, certain wabaya, but everyone have a time limit, an expiry date. Kuna watu Mungu huweka kwa your path to serve only for a short period of time. To serve only for a short period of time, maybe a year or 2. Your time ikiisha, unapata your path are going separately. You fight so hard to keep this friendship, but isha. Na siko ubaya, it's better you just let these people go. Siko ubaya. You know there's that expression, old friend. You know, an old friend, when you meet with people, you say this is an old friend. It's like those people you were with in high school. Let me give you an example. Kuna yule jamaa alikuwa best yako high school, alikuwa anakusaidia, he was good in mathematics or something else, but mlikuwa mnasaidiana. After high school they disappeared, you went your way, they went their way. Sasa mlikosana, but they only serve their purpose. Walikusaidia ukapita mathematics, but it does not mean you keep fighting. Oh, waliendaga wapi? But there are those people who walikuwa from kitambo until now they're still there. Those are the people you keep and keep moving and playing, protecting your king. These are the big ones. These people, unaona watu wote nimeweka hapa except these 2, all these the 6 pieces, they are very powerful. Okay, these are the connections you make. These are you may lose a few, but ukipoteza hii, you lose more. You lose more than, kwa sababu power hii kitu, the pawn is little, but the power of this is so much. You can do so much damage to your enemy with these guys. These are the people you try to keep, right, in life. These are the connection. I'm sure you umesikia hiyo meme ati the connection that you keep now are the people that your kids are gonna call the kind of friends you meet now and keep now. They're the kind of connection your kids will say they have. So endelea, you continue collecting idiots. It was a meme, but it's a funny one, but it speaks to your life. You know, these are the long-term plans. Si lazima ikuwe ni watu pia. These are the long-term plans. They may not do much at the moment, but they hold a very key role in your future. This, kwa sababu tulisema you need to have small-term goals and long-term goals, and you have to have patience. These are the virtues. Okay, these are the virtues: hard work, patience. Because if you lose it, or if you lose those virtues, you're gonna suffer so much. Unaweza andiko kazi leo, kazi inalipa mshahara kidogo, but you're hardworking, you're patient. You know that one is gonna take you so far, and I've seen people go far with a good work ethic, as opposed to someone ambaye aliona akona few friends, akona tampeleka mbali, but these were not good friends. Instead of sacrificing these people, the bad company, aka sacrifice the morals. Patience, kindness, love, self-control, hizo vitu. And when you lose these things, you remain defenseless. You only remain with people with no power. Tu kazi yao ni kusonga hivi. They cannot do anything to this powerful opponent ambaye who can do so much damage and end up, because for this one person to take this queen out, lazima akwe in close proximity, but this one does not need to be in close proximity to take out this opponent. So atakuwa kichenga, you know. Fanya hesabu, know the kind of people or the kind of things to keep. Don't lose yourself, don't lose your morals trying to keep the few people ambao don't mean much in your life. It's good to kufanya your self auditing every now and then. And then you have this. I like to think the queen who protects the queen. This one, I like to associate it with two things, two people: your parents and God. I think if you're in good relationship with those two people, or three, for those who have both parents, you have everything in life that you need. You have so much power, because even if you lose all this can protect you. God gives you hope, gives you faith, gives you energy, gives you opportunity that come later on in life. Your parents give you encouragement. They talk to you, they pray for you, they help you in so many ways. When you have these two, you are very powerful. Unaweza lose all these things. That's why I told you, mtu unaweza kuwa na all these pieces, but mtu akona hizi tu mbili na kushinda hii game of chess, the game of life. Never lose this, by all means. Because if you lose this, you remain defenseless, and the opponent kills you. And it's checkmate, it's game over. You have lost in the game of life. So it's a game of strategy, and that's what I like to think life as. Lazima utumie akili. Take a step back. They say when the deal is too good, think twice. And I'm telling you what, in life, you need to rethink. Not only when the deal is too good, but to rethink each and every action before you undertake it. Usiwahi ogopa, usiwahi kuwa na tamaa ya kuenda mbali, ya kuwin. Because wale ucheza hii game na pupa, they lose it. Because wanataka kukimbia huko, you think taking as many opponents it's gonna help you. Sometimes you need to step back and analyze each and every situation. Plan. This is the end game. I want to be here in 20 years. But between now and 20 years, there are 20 years, which is a fact. That's what it means. You need to have plan for the next 2 months, for the next 1 month, for the next 6 months, evil strategy. One thing I've come to learn in life, and I like to share with people, is that before a big opportunity comes in your life, there are so many small opportunities that come. Small opportunities and gains, small wins that we may not think they're important na tunazidharau sana. But those are the things that make you who you are. Even in a company where you are working, even in a business, when you're relating to a customer, one customer can bring you 50. And one customer can make you lose 50. Na najua nyo mko kwa biashara, unajua hii maneno. Even at work. You see, if people know this, the kind of person you are, they give you a task and you finish it. You are reliable, you are trustworthy. Hiyo sifa inaweza grow pole pole. You might not see matunda, but in the next 5-10 years, you may be surprised that someone noticed. It's all about strategy, it's all about patience, just like this game. Right? In whatever resolution you're making this year, 2021, let it be a resolution that is going to affect your 2022 and so on. Even 2030, you're gonna say, I am here because of what I did in 2021. Usikimbilie na hizi maneno ya pupa. And I keep telling people, social media is good, social media is nice, you can learn so much from it, but it can also discourage you. You must be very careful what you feed within yourself. I said the 4 elements, and one is yourself. You have to take care of yourself. Protect your king. Protect your king. Protect yourself and surround yourself with people who are gonna take you far. Niko hayo tu. I have so much to say, but I don't want to take so much of your time. I'll keep posting more videos of the same, of the things I've learned in life. I have so much to give you guys, so much to give you. And every time I find time, I'll be sharing with you. Right? If you think nimekubamba, nimekujaz, share. Okay? You don't even have to subscribe, because I think I have. You see what I was looking for. I was looking for just a few followers that I'm guaranteed when I do a video, kuna mtu I'm impacting life yake. I'm not looking to gain 100,000 followers, yet I'm impacting nothing. But if I'm happy with the 11,000, as long as I am changing your life. Okay, all you can do is share. Kama imekubamba, share with someone else, right? Unaweza sambaza mtu mwingine I learn from it. Namwambia hapa kuna mambo mazuri. Yeah, right. So if you like it, give me a thumbs up. Comment your 2021 resolution. In the meantime, mimi nitaenda kufunza Joy the game of chess, but sitamfunza na hii maneno nimewaambia hapa. Nitamfunza the basics tu. Kucheza kushinda. Cheers. Nawapenda. Take care.